In June 2016, I started to have a few aches and pains in muscles and joints, and started to visit the doctor on a regular basis, who all he seemed to want to say to me was, leave it a month, it'll go away. And we waited month after month, and then we started to do some blood tests, and results of blood tests would come back, and we went from one theory to another theory on what it could be, and the joints and the pain was getting worse. Eventually I went to a consultant it was meant to be January of 2017, ended up being March in the end, and within about 10 minutes he said I had rheumatoid arthritis. He told me that it was not something that was curable, which I didn't accept from that very first moment. I went back to my doctor and wanted to talk about how we were going to beat this, and he told me it wasn't curable, there's nothing we could do about it, it would just start to get worse and worse, and we might just be able to suppress it. So I went on the internet and I read and I read and I read, and despite a lot of wacko theories and a lot of people trying to sell things, a thread started to emerge from people who claim that they have beaten rheumatoid arthritis. So these little video diaries are for me to track my progress as I tackle something that 3 doctors have now told me you can't tackle. But if you read all the theories on the internet, there's a way through this. Now, what the NHS, what the doctors want me to do is take a couple of these every day, take 2 of these every day, take 8 of these every day, and take these really nasty ones up to 6 a week at the moment, but they want to get it higher. This is methotrexate, which was developed for killing cancer cells during chemotherapy. Now, as I understand it, most of these do damage to the liver and damage to other parts of the body, so it's a case of being told that in 5 years' time you might be on crutches and not be able to walk, against having 10-20 years taken off my life through the effects of taking drugs forever. So I've not accepted it. I've come up with a theory. I've pulled together all the websites, and I've tried to take a strain of ideas and going to track it here. Very briefly, I think it came about due to a leaky gut. I went to the doctor 3 years ago about constant indigestion and heartburn, and basically he did nothing about it. And I've read that the leaky gut can lead to your immune system breaking down, which is what mine has done, and then that starts to attack your own body. So first thing first, read up about all the leaky gut theories. If I can repair my gut, which some say it takes 3 days of fasting, some say 16 weeks of special diet. Well, I'm going for the 16 weeks, I'm going for the fasting, I'm on 1 very special meal a day, and that's all the food I'm eating. And in 5 weeks so far, I've managed to lose 2 stone in weight. I've also not had a bad day in 3 weeks now, where I've not been able to get out of bed and not be able to move normally. So it seems to be by harsh fasting of 1 meal a day, with a very harsh diet of any food that's linked to leaky gut, any food that is linked to being bad for rheumatoid arthritis being cut out of my diet, which is sort of leaving me with fish and bits of salad and Yakult and sauerkraut basically. But 5 weeks in, I'm feeling really healthy. I've dropped the weight. So going to keep this one short, and in a few weeks we'll report back after I see the doctor next week and we have some blood tests and we start to see, have we reversed it? And most theories on the internet talk about 3 to 6 years to properly get hold of it, but I'm hoping that with the diagnosis being so quick and me attacking it so hard, we're going to beat it quicker.